Hello, guys. Welcome back. This is another Black Onies podcast. And today I got a special guest, the Immortal Afro.
Hello guys, how you doing? How you doing, everybody?
So today, this is pretty much what we're going to go into is I'm interviewing a good friend of mine, the Immortal Afro, to see what he's up to. What is the further plans that he has on his channel, and what should we be looking forward to? So starting off, how you been today?
I've been good, man. Just taking care of business, working as usual, busting my balls at the old warehouse, trying to make that extra money to, make ends meet and live, and doing this YouTube thing. Hopefully it'll go somewhere, but if not, it's all fun the same.
Oh, okay, that's what's up. Another day, another dollar.
Yep.
So, all right, let's get on your YouTube channel for a second, and let's talk about that. So, you do reviews of games. You also review comic books and books. Graphic novels sometime.
Mm-hmm.
What else do you do reviews on?
I call it like a content review. It's anything I kind of like, just get my hands on, or if something that a friend of mine made, I just kind of want to talk about it, give it a little bit of exposure, and give my opinion on it.
Okay.
So it's kind of like something to help me just review all types of mediums instead of just video games.
Yeah.
So, whatever I get my hands on, whatever looks interesting at the time.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, another thing about yours is I love that majority of times when you do a review on games, you actually break down like the ratings of your games.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to see that with certain YouTubers and stuff like that. But a lot of times I don't see it. I just see them state their opinions and then give it a rating after that.
Yeah.
Can you go into any greater detail on that?
I'm trying to think. I don't think I've gotten it from anyone specifically, but I think it makes it a little bit easier for like the viewer to understand because like most of the time when you review a game, it's like an overall, like, oh yeah, like overall this sucked here or this thought there. I think it's easier if you just kind of break it down in certain categories, like, oh, like this game is really good, but the story's ass,
right?
Or the story's really good, but the gameplay is ass, or the story and the gameplay is good, but it runs like crap. cough, cough, last guardian. But I think it makes it for a better, I guess, overall look and representation of the game. So,
right.
So when someone's looking at a review, they can be like, oh, okay, so this game may be lacking here, but it builds up here. I wonder if that's something I can deal with, or vice versa. At least they'll know.
Right. That actually makes a lot of sense too, because like I said, like I stated before, I see where they just talk about the game and state their opinions about the game, and there's not really a solid background on why the score is what it is. It's just giving.
Yeah, they just kind of touch up on those things, and then it comes to an overall thing. I think that's cool too, but I think it's better, like I said, if everything is scored a certain way, the average can come to, a viewer can come up with the average.
Right.
Instead of just, taking like, oh yeah, he said the story was ass, but it still got like an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
But,
All right, that's what's up. All right, and that's exactly what I was looking for too. Like, that's perfect answer. But all right, questions about you personally. What is your favorite game system of all time?
Oh, my favorite game system of all time is the Sega Dreamcast. Like, I don't care what nobody say. I mean, I love my PC. The PC will always be there. Like,
right.
It's the current top dog, but the Dreamcast, nothing's touching that thing, man. Like that, and a lot of it is biased. I'll admit it. I can't even sugarcoat it. Like, yeah, I know the Dreamcast was nothing compared to the PlayStation 2, but I don't care because PlayStation 2 didn't have Sonic and it didn't have Power Stone. So fuck that system. Even though I love that system, the system's great, but it ain't no Dreamcast.
It's a love and hate relationship.
Yeah, it was taken from us too soon, and it was too good for us, to be honest. It was doing too much too soon, and PlayStation just took advantage of it, and
right,
which was cool. Like, I don't mind, but I think the Dreamcast left its mark in the gaming world. It came and gone, but everyone knows it, so couldn't be. It's just a great system.
Okay. Next question actually has something to do with the Dreamcast. What was your favorite video game You have at least 3 video games if you can name straight off back. What were your 3 favorite video games?
Sonic Adventure.
Okay.
Power Stone.
Okay.
And ooh man,
What's the third one?
yeah, I gotta be Dreamcast games though. I was about to say Panzer Dragoon, but oh, that's Xbox.
Yeah.
Out of those two, probably Sonic Adventure, Power Stone. Man, I want to say House of the Dead, but House of the Dead 2 was great. But I feel like there's another one, Hydro Thunder. Yes.
Hydro Thunder.
Like,
Dang, that left my memory there for a second.
Yeah, because it's like each of those games kind of has like a theme that made me feel. Like Sonic, he's always going to be number one because, I grew up with him. I was a kid, and he was just too cool. Like, he was a hedgehog with attitude. Like, man, you got the cool slick back here. Can't no one catch this, man. And Power Stone, like, I think that was, like, my ticket into fighting games. Because, like, that game, like, no one fights like in Power Stone. Like, you're picking up tables and chairs, no holds barred. Bruh, like, it's going down in Power Stone. And Hydro Thunder, I'm like, man, fuck a car. I got a goddamn boat. And this then like boats be transforming and stuff. Like, that was like when creativity was like the main thing. Like, if you wanted your game to be cool or sell, it had to be creative. And each of those games had like a really interesting, unique, theme behind it. Like transforming boats and Hydro Thunder.
Right.
Power Stone, you transform and just do crazy stuff. And Sonic, the dude was just too much, man. He was too cool, too fast, just. He sucked balls now, but back then he was on top of the shit.
Oh yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog was okay. Like I said, a lot of people growing up now who hopped on video games and see Sonic the Hedgehog, you would never ever see him in the same light that you saw him before.
Yeah,
and I think that's pretty crazy, basically because this guy, like you said, a blue hedgehog with attitude. He traveled on foot always. He had his boy Tails who could build.
And then don't forget the comics, man. Like, as much as I love the video games, they never did the comics justice because, like, the comics were way more cooler. Like, if they ever wanted to just save Sonic, because he's terrible right now, and he has a terrible fan base, I don't know where those people came from. And it's hard to just say, oh, yeah, I like Sonic without worrying about someone loosely associating you with the cancerous fan base now. Cause like, dude, right. I liked Sonic when he was like a normal thing to like. Not all this weird shit, but like the comic book Sonic was way more cooler, way more. He's never had a bad thing like
right.
Video game Sonic and fell off and on so many times, but the comics have always been strong.
Okay, that's what's up. All right. With that being said, what are your goals of doing your YouTube videos? And if you, with that being put out there, I'm also gonna throw this out there as well. What are you planning on doing more of later on in the future?
As far as YouTube is, I think like my immediate goal is developing a consistent calendar because like that's like my number one challenge right now. Like just maintaining one. And it's kind of hard to do because, like, before I was having a YouTube drought and I wasn't making any videos. I was just kind of stuck in work. And when I decided, like, oh, man, I really want to do YouTube, I need to stop, messing around. And so, like, my immediate goal is just to have a consistent upload schedule.
Right. Okay.
And, once I meet that, as far as, like, I don't really have a designated, destination for, like, YouTube. Like, oh, I want to make it big or, like, I really want to maintain the concept of doing it for fun right. and using it as an outlet to, build on my, speech ability and just being able to present something. Because, like, yeah, you could sit there, you could say, like, oh, yeah, there's a million reviewers out there who should give a shit about you. I'm like, well, it's not about that. It's about doing something.
Right.
Just kind of having an interest to do something, not necessarily for money, but to benefit you while entertaining some other people.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I'm just trying to keep it, like I said, there's no, like, main goal. Like, I'm not trying to, I would like to take over the internet, but, like, I'm not going to make that, like, oh, yeah, that's definitely what I'm aiming for. Like, if it happens, sweet. But, in the meantime, I'm just doing this for fun.
Okay. So, with that being said, and I know you're a huge PC
Elitist.
Yeah, that's the word, elitist. All right. Right now, what are your top 5 games? I know you can give me 5 games off the bat.
Ooh, Dark Souls 3.
Okay.
Do they all have to be on PC?
Nah, as long as they're on PC, that's what matters.
Okay, because my top games ain't on PC. PlayStation.
No, we're gonna get to that one as well.
Okay, well, just PC for right
now. Yeah, just PC right now.
Well, definitely Dark Souls 3. Like, that game has changed me. I love that shit. It's a 2D game, Freedom Planet. It's a really good game. I think it's coming out to consoles, but I think it's started on PC. Okay. Really, it takes me back to the classic Sonic on the Genesis.
Right.
So that's been holding me over until Sonic Mania come out. I think I want to say Doom, but as far as like FPS, I'm not like 110 on FPSs, but like, I think the funnest first-person shooter out right now between Overwatch and Doom, I go with Doom because it's a lot of fun, lots of blood, lots of gore, lots of action. So yeah. Aside from that, I want to say probably that's the problem with PC games. They got so damn many.
Yes.
So it's hard to say like a top 5. Like definitely Dark Souls is at the top. I'll go ahead and throw Doom out there. Some of these games kind of share consoles. Sonic Generations, it's fun. It's kind of like I wouldn't call that my top. I just kind of play that to just burn time. Yeah. Man, that's a tough one. I never thought about it. Like when it comes to PC, because it's like, oh yeah, there's a lot of games I like, but like I said, the game that give me the feels that I just love,
right?
Dark Souls. I really want to just say that's one right now.
Okay.
Doom don't do that right.
All right. Well, we're going to go with that one. Dark Souls is the number one. We're going to come back to that one. Now, I also know recently you purchased a PS4.
Yes.
And I know that you have fell in love with a few of games that are on there.
Yes.
Could you tell us, name the games and tell us the reason why you love them so much?
All right. First off, the reason why I got a PS4 was I was waiting.
Right.
When the PS4 first came out, that shit was garbage. Like there was nothing to do on it. There were no games. I was like, man, if there's gonna be a reason for me to buy a system, first of all the games that I like have to be exclusives because chances are any game that's coming out multi-plat, I'm gonna get on the PC because it's gonna look better, run better, and it's just gonna be better.
All right.
I'm about to spend more money on a shittier running version of a game. Now, a game that did come out that it's funny because like I wasn't studying this game for the longest, and you were around my ass about it, but like a little piece of shit, I've been ignoring you. You're like, hey man, you should play Yakuza. You should play Yakuza. This game been out for 10 years. You should play Yakuza. I'm like, yeah, okay. You're like, oh yeah, but you like Shenmue, huh? You like Shenmue, don't you? Like, I mean, yeah, I love that game, but whatever. And so like I watched an Angry Joe review, and he covered Yakuza 0. I'm like, you know what? I got a PS4. I'm still a little shitty about paying $60 for a game, but why not? Just fuck it. Cause like, when you play on PC, you get shit for cheap. I don't even remember last time I bought a game for $60 on the PC. Like, I don't think I ever have, actually. But, so, I get Yakuza 0, play the game for a few hours, and I'm fucking over here crying. So, Yakuza, I'm a fan. I imported the other games because I'm too fucking lazy to wait for them to come out over here, and I don't understand Japanese, so I'm kind of shooting myself in the foot. But I got it, so it's too late. But definitely Yakuza, like that's right now my top number one game on PS4, and it is my justification for buying a PS4.
That's what's up.
And oh man, I'm really disappointed in Last Guardian. I like that game a lot, but holy fuck balls, it runs like shit. And I don't blame the system. I blame the developers because they've been going through a lot of shit with that game. It's supposed to come out on the PS3 and got canceled. I don't know if it was canceled, but some shit happened, and now the game turned out the way it was. It was a good game. I liked it, but right now I'm trying to keep my bias out of this one because my bias will say, yeah, I loved it. I'm like, I ain't love playing it. I loved it, but not playing it. So I say next to Yakuza, Gravity Rush, It's a good game. I beat the first one. I'm halfway through the second one. I'm really enjoying it. And after that, Horizon Zero Dawn, which is a really good game. Just did a review on that. It's a lot of fun. It takes me back to Dragon's Dogma, which was one of my favorite games on the 360 back in the day.
That's what's up.
Let's see, what else? I'm still playing through Neo, and it's hard to like that game because once again my bias is saying like, oh, this is just a wannabe Dark Souls, and it kind of is, but it is its own game. It's a lot of fun, and it takes some getting used to.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like, I think the best way I can describe it is Ninja Gaiden, but you're not a badass. Because like Ryu Hayabusa cut through everybody in that game, but in here you're just some white guy. Like literally.
Man, okay then. That's what's up. And like I said, I always like talking to you because you always give your insights on, the reasons why you look at certain games and everything the way you do. With all of this information, like I said, I truly appreciate you, and I got like at least one more question, but I want to throw an insight out there about Bulletstorm. Have you ever played Bulletstorm?
Yes, I played and beaten Bulletstorm.
Okay, so have you heard about the recent thing about Bulletstorm with Duke Nukem?
Okay, I actually saw that for the first time today. I was scrolling on Steam, and I think it said Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition.
Yeah.
And Duke Nukem something. And I was like, is this new? Like, did this, like, just recently happen? Because, like, I got Bulletstorm.
Yeah, literally this week.
Okay, so, all right. Like, I was looking at it, I was like, well, what's new? Because, like, I already got this game, and, I'm not mad because I'm like, they still supporting this shit? Like, this game's old.
Yeah.
So I gotta look into that. I have no idea what that is. Like when I saw it, I didn't have time to look at the info on it because I was like, "What the fuck is this? This is Bulletstorm. This game been out." So,
man, I remember I was sitting down in the Bulletstorm because I was streaming off my laptop, and the Bulletstorm commercial or ad had popped up, and it's this mad scientist, and he's like, "It's alive! It's alive!" And then he takes the sheets off of what you thinking is going to be Frankenstein. Mm-hmm. It's Duke Nukem. Duke Nukem sits up and he's like, "I'm just as confused as you are." And, I love that. Like, I know this is off subject, but that was the one thing I always loved about Duke Nukem. I know Duke Nukem Forever sucked ass, okay, but it came out. I had to give it points because it came out. The thing was, I'm hoping to see more of Duke Nukem. Hopefully Bulletstorm, resurrect or something.
I guess I'm confused because it seems like two different games. Like, what's the correlation between Bulletstorm and Duke Nukem? Because, like,
there's nothing. There's nothing. Like, it. I think it's more of...
they are made by the same publisher or developer, aren't they? Was it Gearbox?
Gearbox, yeah. I'm not sure if Duke Nukem was made by Gearbox.
I know Duke Nukem was. I thought Bulletstorm was by someone else though. Like Unreal, People Can Fly. I think that's their name. So unless they're like collaborating,
they might be just collaborating. I have to do more research into it. But the one, like I said, that completely threw me off because I'm just like, the people in Bulletstorm kind of have like powers and shit. And,
yeah, that's why I'm confused.
No.
I'm like, I know Duke Nukem badass, but like, does he belong here? Like,
no, he's human. He's 100% human. Like,
I guess.
I'm steroids, man. Max out.
Man, I forgot to mention this earlier on Top Dreamcast game, Shenmue. For some reason, I ain't say that.
Shame on this guy. Shame on this guy.
Hey, man, I don't do interviews that much.
Man, but all right, I just wanted to get that out there. I've been like holding that one back like for a good minute about the whole Duke Nukem thing, but all right. So for the viewers out there, people who want to start their own YouTube channel and want to reach people and want to communicate, and express how they feel about whatever they're doing or a product that they're showing. How do you think they should go about that? Do you have any tips or advice for them?
Yeah, I'm still like a newbie YouTuber, but the best advice is the most corny one. Like, just like literally just do it. Like, when you start videos, do them for yourself, and then reach out to your immediate friends, and then get their feedback, and just kind of build on top of that. Because and don't do it if you're trying to become famous. Like, dude, you're a scumbag if that's like your motive, if that's your end game. Make videos because you want to make videos. Like, if it's something you want to, like, if you want to grow into something big, then take your time with it. Because, like I said, I think the best way to go about when you start making videos is to get, listen to feedback. Don't be a little bastard thinking like, yeah, my videos are good because I like them. Like, well, who you making videos for? Yourself? Which, that's good. Right. But, if you want people to watch, then you have to break bread somewhere.
Right.
So, like, yeah, do videos because you want to. Don't make your goal to, be the next top YouTuber. Like, this is some, like, competition, because it is, but don't let it get to your head.
Right.
Do it because you want to do it. Do it because it's fun, and do it because you want to entertain other people, whether they're your friends or the 5 or 10 people that random people are going to click on it. And who knows? Like, it may go somewhere, but consistency is the key. That's something I'm still learning. Like, I am terrible at it, but know your weaknesses, know your strengths, and just do it. Lace up your Nikes and go for it. Just do it, and don't bullshit like I did. I've been doing.
Well, with that being said, Immortal Afro, I want to thank you so much for coming out here.
Man, thanks for having me, man.
Oh, yeah. All the time. Like I said, I appreciate everything that you're doing. Like I said, I love your channel. I will have his channel in the comment box down, or the description box down below. Like I said, I hope you guys have a good day. If you haven't, I hope it gets better the next one. And continue doing what you're doing. This is your boy, the Black Oni, and
Immortal Afro,
signing out in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, I'm about to summon this on ya. I got some chakra from my inner thoughts up. Now I'm living in a palace. Never falling from the trees. Hey, I'm about to summon this on ya. I got some chakra from my inner thoughts up. Now I'm living in a palace. Never falling from the trees.
A lot of folks hating on me for no reason. I can switch my mental image like these seasons. Simply breezing, you don't wanna play with me, cause every single time you bringing out the demon in me, that's the only when he